Do you recognize that everything is energy, vibration, and frequency? We wish you to know this first before we proceed. We will say within life, there is often a shifting of focus. And do you find that you are moving in one direction and then immediately get a thought to shift in another direction? And sometimes when you are mid-sentence, do you find that you have another thought and now you want to share that so that you find that nothing really makes sense? Do you get distracted easily? Do you set off in one direction and find that you are directionless because where you began is not where you now are? And so, might we look at a measure and the means by which you can still and slow the mind in a less combative way, in a way not relegating to the demands of the mind, in a way not relinquishing your foothold of control as you seek to regain that which is rightfully yours. And so let us look at this step this day, and then perhaps another day, and even another following that. For it is a matter of preference as to what will work in your life for you. And so do you see that often there are cues that are all about you? And these cues await recognition. They await your wanting to engage them. They await the means by which so much more can move into fruition and flow within your life. But do you see that when you focus here and then focus there, that there is no immediacy to which direction you might go, and there is, let us say, a haphazard progression advancing in time? And so recognize that all is fluid and flowing and that there are choices that exist. And were you to speak to a large group or small, and you want to share a story or understandings, but you are scattered, and you start one thing and then move to the next, might you recognize that there is more to this equation than you may currently realize? And so, during a meditative time, during a time of contemplation, during a time when you have stilled the mind, ask that higher part of you. Ask your unseen entourage. Ask all that reside within the realm of light and love. Ask what is in the mix of the flow of your conversations, of your dialogue, of your communications, so that things might be more seamless the next time that you connect. The next time that you connect to give an understanding or two in a way of consistency, of relevancy, and of the means to actually understand what it is you're trying to relate. And so this day we say to move in the way that you will strengthen a muscle. And we do say this often, but each point is unique to the other. And so we will say with this that you must strengthen that ability. You must focus intently upon it. See yourself doing it in a more seamless way, and then release that thought form as you plant seeds that will cultivate and grow over time. And so do this today in a meaningful way, and then revisit it tomorrow or the next to give it a little water, a little energy, a little attention for the intention that you hold to manifest more in this way. But we give more on frequency and how it would impact all that you do, and does impact all that you do. For you see, frequency is a measure of how your vibration equates to those who also have a frequency, share a frequency, or have a frequency that is, might we say, in opposition to yours. And so as you move and navigate this world of form, know that the frequency that you emit is most significant. For if you hold energy, unknowingly hold energy that is not of the measure and the expansiveness from which you prefer to reside, this frequency will in effect significantly change what is and does come from your efforts. And so it is most important to determine the frequency that you wish to align with and be. And so we would say to start from there, to start from the frequency potential, which is potentially promising. For when you align in a way of wanting to buoy up all that comes forward from this point in time, you will then change the frequency potential that might otherwise have been to what might now be. And it is a choice. It is an election to know more about this frequency and that frequency and the other, so that you resonate and move accordingly in that preferred way. And so sit and contemplate upon the frequency potential. Sit and contemplate on what it is you may not have known before, may not have occurred to you before, may not have registered before. But now, having played in the energy, might you see how your frequency might now be aligned in a different way than before.